Greetings, 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 my V family all over the world. This is your chief at 4:25 a.m. on Wednesday. All right, with my cap because my hair is too long and messy. All right, so I decided, since my last Wednesday message, when I told you my hair was long, I haven't had a chance to go and trim it. So maybe this week or this weekend, I'll cut my hair. But so I'm wearing a cap with the tiger because we're all warriors. I'm wearing my ISB t-shirt with a tiger because we're all warriors. Okay. Firstly, I miss you guys. I don't know why. I've been thinking about all of you, thinking about VCon, thinking about every time I get to see you face to face. And I just want to tell you again that I miss you. I love you. I'm always, always grateful to each one of you, all right, for what you do. And I'm proud of you because you chose this path. Even if you're brand new listening to me, you've been in the business for a long time. I'm proud of you because you took this leap of faith to become an entrepreneur, to become a networker, to follow your dreams, to follow your heart. And not many people are strong enough to do this. And the fact that you have done this and you're part of our organization, you're part of Dato Sri Vijay and Japa's organization, all right, you made the right decision. And most importantly, follow your heart. Always follow your heart. I remember telling some YouTuber who interviewed me, I said, we start every journey of life here. And the true journey of life is always from here. So if I were to give all of you one piece of advice at the beginning of my Wednesday message, whatever you do in life, listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Your heart is never wrong. That's where God lives. Listen to your heart. Always listen to your heart. All right. This Wednesday message, I was talking to some of my warriors around the world, and I was guiding them on what to do in their teams and their events. And last night I gave them 3 words which I want to talk about on this Wednesday message, which are fundamentally important on the journey, because everyone tries to summarize this journey of network marketing, and I have tried to summarize it many times. It's not easy. So I am going to summarize it now. And I want you to understand this. The 3 words that I want you to remember today on this Wednesday message is change. The first word is change. I'll talk about it. All right. Second is grow. And third is to raise. So in a nutshell, and I've said this a million times, and I've learned this from the great ones, Japa, Dato Sri Vijay, my mother, all my mentors in my life, that before you came into QNET, before you started your journey of entrepreneurship as a networker, you were somebody, all right? And you were a good person. You were earning some money. You were feeding your family and you were living life, but you were not financially free. Or not, you won't be watching this Wednesday message. You were not financially free. You were not as successful as you want to be, and many of your dreams have not become a reality. And now you started your journey as an entrepreneur, as a networker in what I would say the greatest industry in the world, network marketing, that does not discriminate race, color, religion, creed, all right? That is the most accessible form of entrepreneurship or home-based business or micro-entrepreneurship that can earn you a little bit of money to improve your life or make you into a US dollar millionaire if you choose to be. But once you start this journey, there are things that you must change. You cannot be the old you, because the old you did not achieve greatness, even though greatness was inside. Now you have to become a new person. And that change is fundamentally important. And change is not always a complete change, because there's good things about you from the past. The old you had good qualities. The old you had good values. The old you had good strength. But you need much more on this journey of entrepreneurship. And the key is for you to identify what you need to change within, what you need to let go, and what you need to learn new. All right? Because change is not always about learning new. It's about unlearning old habits. All right? Negative habits. Habits that don't add value to your journey as an entrepreneurship. But maybe it was okay when you were not an entrepreneur. Because now you are an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur has different habits. Entrepreneurs have different attitude. Entrepreneurs handle challenges differently. Entrepreneurs manage their emotions differently. Entrepreneurs cannot switch off. You understand? There are a lot of things that you need to change in yourself. And if there's one thing you need to do early in your journey, is to identify, sit with your uplines, all right? Sit with your mentors and identify what needs to be changed. And change is not easy. Change doesn't happen like this, all right? Change takes time, takes discipline, takes commitment, takes sacrifice, takes somebody holding your hand on that journey. And then you can change, I believe. I believe anyone can change anything. Anyone can become whoever they want to be. Are you guys with me? But the first thing is change. Identify what you need to change. If you are inconsistent, you have to be consistent. You practice consistency. You surrender to your upline and get them to guide you on consistency. If you are lazy, you got to be hardworking. If you are living life with fear, now you must be fearless. If you didn't have a dream, you have to find a dream. You know, it's all basic logic, but you need to change. So if there's one thing you should do when you start your journey to max out, to entrepreneurship, to become successful in this business, in this industry of network marketing, you got to identify what you want to change. And that you require a little bit of help, a lot of humility. You got to empty your cup. I don't care who you are. I love you, but I don't care what you have done in the past. This is a brand new journey. So have the humility, empty your cup, seek and understand, get people's opinion on what you need to change. All right? That's the first thing. The second thing is grow. Grow means after you change and after you make the decisions to change, you have to start to grow because you are a new person. You are like a baby entrepreneur. This is something new to you. And you have to get better at this game. You got to sharpen your axe. You got to improve your skills. You got to become stronger every single day. And that's the growth part. And let me tell you about growth. Growth in any way in life is not comfortable. Growing is painful. Growing requires tears. Growing requires rejections and overcoming that rejections. Growing requires constant failure before success. Growing requires managing relationships, confront before conflict. It's a lot of painful stuff in growth. And that's where people don't like growth. Why people don't grow? Because they want to avoid the painful stuff. All right? It's like you're sick. Only when you're very sick, you're willing the doctor to put a needle in your hand. You understand? Or not, you're not going to go and get an injection. Don't wait until it's too late. Embrace the pain. Embrace the discomfort that is required for growth. But it's only a short time. Because when you grow, you become better. All right? And every time you become better, the next growth, there'll be less pain. It's like sports. All right, you go and play tennis for the first time, or you play cricket for the first time, or football for the first time, or go to the gym for the first time. You come back, you're crying, it's painful, you know, to get muscles like this. You understand? It's painful. But after you go to the gym for 3 months, 4 months, and your muscles have grown like your chief, all right, then it's easier. Like I can do 1,000 pull-ups. 1,000 pull-ups. I can do 1,000 push-ups. I can do 1,000 sit-ups. But in the beginning, doing 5 was painful. So growth is always painful in the beginning. But the more you grow, and the next level, the pain becomes less. The next level you became. So growth is always slow in the beginning. And then it accelerates. So you need to grow. You cannot stay stagnant. And growth requires some discomfort, some pain. So first is change. identify what to change, because you're on a new journey, you're on a new path of life, you are a new person technically. Then after that is growth. You have to grow. You have to grow in your presentation. You have to do rule 3 is growth. If you can do rule 3 consistently, you will grow in every aspect, I promise you. So do rule 3. Presentation, presentation, presentation. All right. Whatever challenges you face, every time you overcome it, even if you're crying, emotional, depressed, the next day, if you can come back strong, that's growth. So growth only comes from challenging times. The more challenging your life is, the more challenging your decisions are, the faster you grow. I've learned this in 27 years in my own personal life. When I look back at the most challenging times in my life, I became a better Pathman Senathirajah. Do you understand? All right? And that's growth. So embrace it. But you're not alone, okay? You always have somebody you can cry on their shoulder. That's the beauty of our industry, network marketing. Everything you go through, you're not alone. Somebody is there for you. Now, after you change and you grow, growth means your income must grow, your sign-ups must grow, your organization must grow, you must grow, your presentation consistency of rule 3 must grow. More people must be part of my rule 3 club. That's also growth. All right. The markets, new markets is also growth. You become better as a speaker, as a trainer, as a presenter. Your presentations improve, that growth. Your attitude improves. How you face challenges improve. How you react to things improve. All that is growth. So once you change, as a baby entrepreneur, you grow to become a super entrepreneur, a master entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur, financially free entrepreneur. And then comes the third part of my message this Wednesday, is to raise others. And this is very important. Once you have achieved change and you start to grow, then you must raise others. Because in network marketing, if you don't raise others, your success will not be consistent. If you don't raise others, your checks will not grow and be consistent. If you don't raise others, all right, you can be financially successful, but you never have freedom. Only when you raise others, you will get freedom. Now, what is raising others? It's like raising children. I read somewhere, the only man or woman who wants to see you become better and more successful than them is your mother and father. That's true. I pray every day that my kids become more successful than me in every way. And I believe that the only other place where you want your people to be more successful than you is in networking. In networking, you want your downlines to be more successful than you. And that's how you raise them. You give them everything. You share your wealth of knowledge, experience, your love, your care, your support. You give and you give and you give and you give and you give until it hurts. Then you give some more. You just want them to rise better than you. You want your downlines to be more successful than you. You will automatically be more successful. So focus on raising your people and raise them strong, raise them fast, raise them consistently. But one rule you must follow, raise them with love, not with power, not with authority, all right? Not with negativity. Raise them with positivity, raise them with love, and they will be with you. They will remain loyal to you. They will follow you anywhere, I promise you. Raise your people. So change, grow, and raise. This is how you build a powerful network marketing organization. I love you guys so much.